We just completed the largest on-page SEO study PageOptimizer Pro has ever run. 10,937 web pages analyzed across more than 100 on-page signals, each pulled from real pop reports run by real users of our tool in the second quarter of 2026. These weren't random websites scraped off the internet. These were pages from businesses actively using an SEO tool to optimize their content. They are the people who are already trying. And the data revealed something that should concern every business investing in content right now. The median SEO content score across 10,937 pages before optimization was 33 out of a possible 100. Now, our threshold for content that consistently ranks and gets cited by AI tools is 80 out of 100. The average page has left less than half the SEO signals it needs to rank and become visible. That's what this video is about, what our study found, why it's happening, and exactly how to fix it. Let me give you some context on what we actually measured. PageOptimizer Pro scores web pages against more than 100 on-page signals: keyword placement, schema markup, semantic term coverage, page structure, content length, and trust signals. And it benchmarks each page against the real competitors currently appearing for that target keyword. It doesn't compare you to an abstract best practice checklist. It's comparing you to the actual competing pages in your local market beating you right now. The output starts with a pop score, 0 to 100. Here's what those bands mean. 0 to 25, critical, effectively invisible in competitive results. 26 to 50, weak, major signals missing, ranking is unlikely. 51 to 79, getting there, some signals in place, not enough. 80 to 100, strong, built to rank in Google and get cited by AI. In our study of 10,937 pages, the average score was 41.6. The median was 33.1, and 46.8%, nearly half, scored below 25. Nearly half of the actively managed pages in this study were in the critical band, invisible to Google and AI search. And the people doing SEO on those pages had no idea. Here's the thing most people fundamentally misunderstand about how Google and AI search actually works. Google doesn't read your page the way you do. It can't judge whether your writing is good. It can't tell if your argument is persuasive or your product is genuinely useful. What it does is look for specific signals in specific places, keywords in the right positions, machine-readable code that tells it what your page actually is about, related terms and entity coverage that show you genuinely cover the topic, a structure that matches what's already ranking and being cited. If those signals are there, Google understands your page. It ranks it. It cites it. It recommends it in AI overviews and answer engines like Perplexity and ChatGPT. If those signals aren't there, even excellent content sits in the dark. Google sees it, can't categorize it, can't trust it, and does nothing with it. Good writing converts visitors once they arrive, but the right signals on the page are what get visitors there in the first place. Our study found that most pages have the writing done okay. What they're missing are the signals. High-performing content is not written, but rather it is engineered. We found 7 gaps. They show up across almost every page in the dataset. Here they are. Gap 1, the H1 headline and title tag. 63.3% of pages in our study didn't have the keyword or query they were targeting in the main page headline, and 59.5% were missing it from the title tag, the text that appears as your clickable link in Google search results. This is SEO 101, and the majority of pages still get it wrong. The most common reason? The headline was written for branding, not search. A service page targeting Emergency Plumber London has the headline, Plumbing Help When You Need It Most. That's fine copywriting. It's invisible to Google. Gap 2, schema markup. This is the most alarming finding in the entire study. 99% of pages were missing at least one recommended schema type. The average page was missing 10.4 schema types, and 45% had no schema detected at all. Schema is machine-readable code that tells Google and AI tools what your page fundamentally is and how it should be categorized. Whether you're a business, a qualified expert, an article with a named author. Without it, your page is a document that both Google and AI have to work much harder to understand, contextualize, and trust. Gap 3. Trust signals, EEAT. 79.8% of pages were missing at least one trust signal. EEAT is Google's framework for evaluating whether content can be trusted. Experience, expertise, authoritativeness, trustworthiness. These signals don't push you up the rankings. These are baselines for being discovered in the first place. If you're in legal, health, finance, or local services, the categories Google holds to its strictest standards, missing trust signals is a fundamental disadvantage you can't rank your way out of. Gap 4. Semantic, topical terms, and entities. 99.4% of pages had at least one missing semantic term. The average had 20 missing terms per page. These are the related words, concepts, and entities that Google and AI tools use to verify that you actually cover a topic. Repeating your keyword isn't enough. If the supporting language isn't there, Google can't confirm you're genuinely authoritative on the subject. And the gaps aren't just in the body copy. 68.9% of pages had missing terms in image alt text. 68.3% in link anchor text. These are the places most content teams never look. Gap 5. Content length. 58.5% of pages were more than 20% below the competitor-derived word count target. The average page in our study had 1,534 words. The average competitor target, derived from the pages actually ranking, was 2,194. There's no magic word count in SEO, but if the pages ranking for your keyword are at 3,000 words and you're at 500, you're not covering the topic to the depth Google expects. Gap 6. Page structure. 66.2% of pages didn't have enough internal links. 63.5% had too few images with proper alt text. 60% needed more list formatting. AI tools disproportionately favor structured content. When ChatGPT or Perplexity pulls an answer, it takes from lists, FAQ sections, and tables first. Unstructured walls of text don't get cited. Gap 7. Page type. And this one matters most for revenue. When we broke the data down by page type, the pattern was counterintuitive. Service pages and local pages scored highest. Editorial and blog content was in the middle. But category and landing pages, the most commercially important page type, the pages driving traffic to your products and services, scored lowest of all. Average score, 33.6 out of 100. 69.4% missing the keyword in the headline. 68.6% below competitor word count. Your money pages are your crucial pages, and for most businesses, they're the ones getting the least optimization attention. Here's what I want you to take from this. The web has more content now than ever. AI dropped the cost of producing 1,000 words from $200 to 50 cents, a 400 times cost reduction. Volume has exploded, but the quality of the signals behind that content hasn't kept pace, not even close. The bar to outperform most of what's online right now is genuinely low. You don't need to be exceptional. You need to be technically correct. Every gap in this study has a specific fix. The schema gaps, the semantic gaps, the structural gaps, none of this requires scrapping your content and starting again. It requires adding the layer that makes your existing content legible to Google and AI. All of the pages in our study were fixable, and with the right AI tools, the fix is easy and fast. So what should you do? Want to check on existing web pages you want more leads and sales from? Just put the page URL into PageOptimizer Pro. It will give you a report telling you what to fix with easy-to-understand instructions. Take those instructions, go to your page editor, and fix them. Or, even easier, use the Pop AI Writer. It will use the report to improve your content for you. You just need to give it the final OK and then publish the output. Or, you want to create new pages or content for your website. New service pages, product or collection pages, long-form informational content, whatever. The process is the same. You just check the box that the page doesn't exist yet. You'll get a set of instructions on exactly how to create the page with suggestions for headings, subsections, the related terms, everything to make your page perform to its best. Then, either write the page yourself following the instructions, or use the Pop AI Writer to create the page and publish to your website. Your pages will score 100 out of 100, and you'll know you've done everything you can to ensure Google and AI search will understand, contextualize, and trust your content and your brand. If this sounds too hard, we also have a service our team runs for you from end to end, starting with your data-driven strategy and then publishing content for you each month. You even get your own SEO expert from our team to work with. All the links are in the description. Run your first report, see your score, and go up from there. 10,937 pages told us the same story. The benchmark is low, and the opportunity is yours to take.